Game 250, and an important matchup as Darren Glass takes his position up in the back line. Port Adelaide are the #1 marking forward line in the competition at the moment. Glass is going to be important tonight to stop that.
Underway in this round 5 encounter, and Renoff in the ruck. Early knock. Boak, who's been in sensational form, can't get it out, jumped on.
They're all super fit, Dwayne, and when you're super fit in the midfield for the first time, you just feel like you can run all day. You look forward to taking your opponent on. You've just got that extra little edge about you. So it'll be interesting to see in the last half tonight whether Port Adelaide are a seriously fitter side than the West Coast Eagles.
Yes, as much as people have been praising Ken Hinkley, Darren Burgess' inclusion as the fitness coach is essential. Pritis is still laying there on the ground and has not moved. Spot on. We'll keep an eye on that. Stevenson across the boundary.
I think he's been knocked out. I think in the tackle, it was accidentally, his head hit the ground.
Pinned the arm, Lynch, he did.
Yeah, and once the arm's pinned, you can't brace for the fall. And it looks like his right temple hit the ground, and yeah, he's unconscious, I think.
Let's have a look here. It was a good tackle by Monfries. Got the arm pinned, and that is, it's not a good feeling when you know your arm's pinned and you can't move. You're just waiting to hit the ground, and he hit it hard then. And
unlike a lot of sling tackles, there was no malice in that tackle at all. It was a well-executed tackle, pinned the arm, but unfortunately, Pritis has hit his head, and looks like he's awake now, but yeah, he'll have a headache for quite a while, you'd think.
And he's one of the star midfielders in that side. The depth in that midfield is not quite as good as Port Adelaide's. They do not want to lose Matty Pritis. He's one of their best midfield clearance players. He's always in and under. He gets the ball out to their runners, and he will struggle to recover from that.
Well, he's such a reliable player, isn't he? He's a hard one to tag as well, so you're pretty much week in, week out, you know what Pritis is going to deliver. So a lot of concern as we see the sub just getting some instructions just in case he's required, which you'd think he's probably going to be activated.
So Jamie Cripps, as the sub, under the new concussion laws, can come on. They don't have to commit to him actually taking part and using their sub yet. They can use 20 minutes to assess the condition of Matt Pritis and then decide whether he will be off for the night or whether he can come back on, and the sub vest will be put back on Jamie Cripps.
Well, if Johnny Worsfold was hoping for a bit of luck, he hasn't got it early in the game, has he? Gee, they've been crippled with injuries the last 2 years, the West Coast Eagles. Last year was unbelievable. They lost so many of their key forwards and goal kickers last year, and this year's just as bad or even worse. So, gee, they're due for a change of luck.
Well, this year, Rui, I think they're losing all their, like you said, last year they lost their forwards. This year, it's their midfielders that they're losing.
Yeah. 2 years ago, they started to get a few of their experienced players back and had a little bit of luck with injury, but certainly hasn't been the case. So Luke Pritis will go down into the rooms with the doctor and go through the normal protocol of testing, the concussion testing, and they'll make an assessment over the next 20 minutes.
Some good news for the West Coast. They do expect in the next couple of weeks to have Nick Natanui back, and Sharab Wellingham will make his debut for the West Coast as well soon.
Still got Embley and Koski.
Yeah.
Is Rosa, is he playing local comp this week? He's not out here tonight, but he's been out as well.
Broadbent to the wing. Darling's first attack wasn't good. Hearn. And now it opens up for Gaff. All the way to the square. Kennedy in position 1A. Paid the mark. Or a free. Not sure which one.
Well, it was a good kick by Gaff. They don't want to let him get off the chain too much like he did last year. He's got a beautiful left foot kick, and he seems to push forward and find his possessions between centre and half forward, and loves putting it inside 50 to blokes like Josh Kennedy, who's been in pretty good form so far. Kennedy, a couple of bags of 5 already this year, and a very good footballer.
But no goals last week against Carlton, so the jitters, perhaps. No style, but all substance. It's a goal.
We've got an opportunity.
So what is in the hands of trainers? Marston. That's good delivery. LaCroix thought about going.
They've got space.
And now the lead to the pocket. So right now the West Coast Eagles playing precision football. Josh Kennedy's already kicked 1 goal this evening and given them some confidence that it might actually be their night for a change, and that's well within his repertoire what he's got ahead of him here as Waters comes off.
Well, they go to him 33% of the time. That's an amazing amount of time to go to the one forward, but as we've discussed, it can be very, very effective.
So 13 goals, 5 for the season so far. He's been accurate, and that is a gem.
That was his first kick to Hamish Hartley.
Was that a hamstring? Is he not grabbing a right hamstring? Yeah, Schultze's hurt his right hamstring in that big stretch.
Well, that would be 1-1.
And that's not good. He's the #1 target for Port Adelaide inside 50.
Hartley plays on after getting the trip free and hits the goal finally. Port Adelaide on the board.
A big moment for Port Adelaide. One that Hamish Hartley has got the ball in his hand and then kicked the goal for his team. Now, Jay Schultz is stretched there, and you'd think it only could be a strain. Doesn't look like there's
no
contact, so unless it was outside of his knee from the contact.
I think when the Eagles player landed on him, Lynchy, he just grabbed at his left knee. I think he might have just really stretched the knee a little bit on that landing, so I think he's okay. He's going back to the middle of the ground. I think he's going to be okay. We'll hopefully get a little handball chip outside to him.
Yeah, spot on, Cam. Exactly what is being attempted to happen, but West Coast don't want that to happen, so they're trying to negate Boak.
Need gets on the end of a short one that wasn't meant for him. Finds Boak. Open forward line, Port Adelaide. Monfries, goal square. Dragged down free.
It looked like it was there too, Angus. It was a good long penetrating kick by Waters. Felt the pressure there. Thought he had to try and just drag him off.
Plays on, wastes no time and nails it.
Well done by Travis Boak. He played on, he got the ball in long to a one-on-one, and Boak's only had the 3 touches, but Angus Monfrey's been another great pickup. We talked about the recruiting. Here it is, Bo's got his arms around him and probably milked it pretty well there, Angus, but when you've played 150-odd games, you get pretty good at those things, and he just put it beyond doubt. The umpire fell for it, and he went back and kicked the goal. And we spoke earlier about good recruiting. We spoke about Heath and Stevenson. Well, Monfries is another one in that category.
Through Marston's legs, and that's a high tackle shrugged off. Comes out, Wingard, bounce pass. Stewart, the 1-2 with Boak. Open forward line. Ran off the thump on, free kick downfield, and Stewart's down and hurt.
He's out,
Another
boys.
player.
He's got a bit of a history of knocks as well, Paul Stewart. He really is a courageous footballer.
Well, he face planted then, really,
Well,
after
that's
that
no good
tackle,
at
so
all.
he's in a bit of trouble, I think.
That's similar to the Pritis issue, where he's hit his head on the ground, so...
Well, he's taken his number. You don't see that too often anymore.
Just have a look at the replay here. Glass comes in, late contact.
Clash of the
Probably
head.
heads.
Yeah, clash of the head.
Their forwards are pushing way too far off the ground at the moment. They need to start spreading them out a little bit, getting some structure.
Need on the half volley. The push off, takes off, kicks toward goal. And he misses.
Don't argue with Jakey Need. He's 61 kilos, boys.
Darling wants it long. Kennedy wants it short. It goes short to Kennedy.
That was extremely well done. We had both Kennedy and Darling pushing back to the top of the goal square. Hams carrying the ball, took his time, and then Kennedy presented the ball carrier, and it was an easy chip across his body. Great setup. Good patience from the ball carrier in Ashton Hams.
You're really in a tough spot as a defender with that, aren't you? Because you don't know. All the forward has to do is stop and go back the other way. And if he slightly gets you on the wrong leg, he's got 2 metres on you.
So I've mentioned a few times. He's already got 3. It's his first of the term. That'll do. By a coat of paint, but he's got 4. Carlisle parts the seas to Boak. Better build-up. It's all about the delivery. Schultz, he's got Glass corralling him straight to even. Open goal. My goodness.
Nothing's going right for Port Adelaide tonight up in the forward line, and you've got to kick those goals, boys.
Over the head of Schultz, and Hill gets back in defence. Oh, he played on. He rolled that out. surely. Play on, Schultz kicks, and he misses.
I didn't think Schultz knew what was going on there.
Towards half forward. Over the head of Darling. Dalziel. Caught. Darling takes off. Spears the handball to Cripps. Sub came on. Back to Darling. Caught. Got a kick on it. And it's there. Need front spot. Butler right with him. Need will take him on. The old man and the young buck. It's all 67 kilos of him to set it up to Wingard.
Well, these boys have been on fire. Jakey Need and Wingard. They're almost like they've been called the Cracker Brothers, actually, over here in Adelaide.
Got some excitement.
They have, and they're very, very skillful. And Jakey Need, great pickup. Wingard in his second year is certainly, as you said, big job on glass. Needs to present, needs to kick goals to make sure he respects him.
Big kick this. Early momentum. Start the comeback. That is a delight. That was a work of art.
Yes, that was one of the best floaters I've ever seen.
I think it only spun about 3 times, but this is really important because of the build-up. But you got the excitement machine here. Jakey Need just takes on the tackler and backs himself. The little one-handed bounce. And this is the first mark inside 50 for Port Adelaide. Amazing that it's 1 minute, 2 minutes into the third term for that to happen.
And took a great kick for it to happen, Lynchy. It was a very tough kick. It was sad to be centimetre perfect. It was Port Adelaide exactly what they need. Well done.
Well, they've got numbers forward. Need.
Hartlett to Need.
Oh, goal square.
And open forward line. Stewart's on his own. High kick. Goal square, runs in and pumps up the volume.
It's absolutely game on here. That was very, very good work from Ollie Wines to start with, but then Jake Need, he knew that he had a player forward of him, so as soon as he took possession, he straightened up and kicked it around his body, just had to get it forward and in play to set up the Stewart goal. They're working a lot better. See, John Worsfold obviously not really happy there.
Stevenson straight down the middle. Ran off the target.
Oh,
makes
good
the
hit.
contest. Hard clash.
Someone's got to be sore out of that.
Cox to Butler to Brown. Back to the hot spot. Good fists. Although Marston gets there first, drives it long and gets it there. Suddenly, it's a 40-point margin. Stewart towards Need. Bounce unkind. Takes on Cripps and beats him with some speed and some arrogance. Thought about a second bounce. Kick not so good.
The kick prior to that is the one that put pressure on Need. I mean, he had to do something special to get the inside 50, but I think he was out of legs. Campbell Heath looks like he's got the jacket on.
Is it Heath or Jackson Trengo?
Trengo, actually.
It is Jackson Trengo, but it's been rolled through against the grain. An amazing goal from the pocket.
Wingard.
That's Wingard 2 for the quarter. And again, Need just involved. Here's a stoppage. Tap goes down to the front, and Wingard just got away from his opponent at the stoppage.
Look, when there's a ball up deep near the point post, opposition ruckman will always hit it straight to the front. It's the defensive spot. It's the safe spot. Have a look there. That is exactly where you need to run if you want to get the ball now. West Coast Eagles, pretty poor defence there.
Schultz. Again, manhandled, can't get near it. Toe on. Jakey Need, 2 in a row. Here they come.
Well, the Cracker brothers are threatening to win the game for Port Adelaide here. They're quick, they're fast, they're skillful, exciting to watch, and they are terrific little footballers. Wingard picked up at number 4 draft pick, I think it was a couple of years ago, with their top pick. Jakey Need picked up from in the middle of the Northern Territory somewhere, but he's just been a ripper of a pick, ripper of a find. He's only little, and maybe a lot of clubs thought he wasn't going to be big enough, but he's very good.
3 minutes from three-quarter time. Sinclair up with Lobie. Ball hits the deck. Robbie Gray, the sub. And fresh. Westhoff centering kick, superb, broadbent. Very kickable by his standards.
We'll talk about ball efficiency and kicking efficiency, which they didn't have in the first half. We've seen Westhoff do it twice late in this quarter. We've seen Jakey Need and Wingard do it as well. Just lowering the eyes just before they decide to let the ball go. It's easy to bomb it long, but just drop the eyes, find the target inside 50, and yet another mark inside 50 in this third quarter.
Gives it a good run. Crowd, no.
Oh, that's the one.
It's game on.
It's been a huge quarter for Port Adelaide. They've been able to turn this right around. And they're just, they have got a slight wind advantage. 5 goals to 1, 2 goals 3. Inside 50s are reasonably similar, but as you said, Roo, it's the ability to hit the targets over 35 metres rather than just blaze to the top of the goal square, where Darren Glass has been all day.
Yep, 3 marks inside 50 for the quarter. They had none in the first half as well, so a good change up by Port. It's going to be a cracking last quarter, Dwayne. Absolute beauty. They're on fire in the second half. Port Adelaide, West Coast, though, back in form tonight. This will be a ripping game.
Gray hammers it. Dying seconds, still time perhaps. The flick on doesn't work, and the West Coast Eagles can breathe a huge sigh of relief here as the siren sounds. They don't have the momentum, the West Coast, but they'd be content to know at least they have the lead. 21 points the margin. Cox. Hartless steals it back again to the goal square. Robbie Gray, back of the... It's rolled all the way home. The gods are on their side.
Well, that was a massive kick. It was Hamish Hartlett, I think, was the kicker, Dwayne, and he is one of the best kicks in the AFL here. Let's have a look. That's from about 70 metres out. Robbie Gray got Brennan under the ball, and as you said, the bounce of the ball was perfect for Port Adelaide. And I tell you what, she is game on. 15 points now. They look fresh, Port Adelaide. This could go either way at the moment. It's too early to say who's going to win, but they certainly look fresh.
Wingard winds, Monfries, Renoff, again winds, O'Shea, Robbie Gray, rolls straight past him, Need, he's got the speed, and Need takes them on. No.
Missed opportunities again.
From both sides, Lynchy, from both sides. Hams one end, Need at the other.
He generates so much excitement.
Sorry, Gaff at the other end, Need at the other.
Worked hard, O'Shea. Renoff, Carlisle, O'Shea, Carlisle. He is fit this year. He's a different man.
He's a different player.
Jonas. And now Boak, the captain. Try and get them cracking up. In the Schultz direction. Arms not no free. Monfries.
Numbers everywhere.
Wingard's got Corns. Didn't want to give it to him. Corns had Need. Goes for goal. It came to 50. Oh, big time Kane.
What a great build-up. Travis Boak held the ball and waited for someone to present it. Took a long run from Jay Schultz to get into position. He didn't mark the ball, but it was great build-up from Boak. Just had the patience. Carlisle off half-back. But Boak here waits, holds position, knows he's got to wait for someone to present. Finally, Schultz presents, and that's where the spillage, they got numbers of the contest and set up the goal.
Wingard's been a real good goal kicker this year. Probably entitled to have a shot, but Kane gets it in his 250th.
Port get it inside 50. Great commitment from all players.
Still on here.
O'Shea twists out of trouble. Hartlett from a stand-start. Don't tell me, not from there. Misses.
Just missed it.
Schultz wanted to get a handball out. The cavalry arrives to the West Coast. Hearn to Lacroix, all the way back to the back pocket. Kicks it to where he'd like to be. Kennedy couldn't mark it. Ball hits the deck. Stevenson. Game lifts another gear. Spears it inside 50. Schultz comes hard. Flicks it out. Boat. It'd be appropriate. The captain. That is gold class. Leadership agrees with Travis Boak. He's better than ever.
Doesn't it what? I haven't seen a lot of Travis Boak play over the last couple of years, but he's got the captaincy title and he's gone to another level, Will.
Well, look, I'll put my hand up. He couldn't kick. I said he couldn't kick last year. He was getting the ball, but he was being playing injured. But he's one of a number of players who have gone to the next level of fitness. And with that fitness, he's running forward and he's kicking goals. He is kicking match-winning goals. He did it in the showdown. He's doing it tonight. He's now really capitalising on his ability and playing champagne football.
Yeah, they're on fire here. Travis Boak under pressure. He's been really good in the first part of this last term. Great goal here. Hamish Hartlett has got 3 clearances in this quarter.
Ton of time left in this. What have the West Coast Eagles got left? Their season could be on the line. They go down here. Their whole 2013 is in jeopardy. They need to find something. One of their superstars needs to stand up.
We've got numbers. There's a lot of numbers around the ball, Port Adelaide.
Wines and Wingard. We're going to call that a lot in the next 10 years. Spears it to Montfries. Port Adelaide has not led in this game. West Coast has led from the outset towards need. Robbie Gray can't mark it. He hits the deck. Travis Boak, the captain, through traffic for the first time tonight. Port Adelaide in front.
All they have to do, Port Adelaide, now is continue to use the ball properly. They're running way over the top of the West Coast Eagles here. There's numbers around the ball. There's so many options, Lynchy. They just need to continue to pick the right target. They need to stay composed and they need to finish off their good work. Travis Boak again. Great finish there. Gray nearly took the grab. Port Adelaide just all over them. 8 inside 50s to 4. 4 goals to zip. They're dominating. 58 disposals to 32.
Been 6 years in the making, Lobby. On their list, 6 years. They've been patient. He's starting to deliver. Gray can't bring the mark down. Ducks out of a tackle. Caught. Boak. The cavalry arrives again for the West Coast. Stolen by Hartlett.
Oh, stop it.
No way. Well, whatever Kenny Hinkley said to Hamish Hartlett, it's worked. He's got his hand on the ball. That's his 5th disposal, 3 clearances. He's kicked 1 goal, 2 for the quarter.
There's a lot of people who haven't really believed Port Adelaide has changed that much. The honeymoon period, they've had some easy opposition. I believe it, they get up from 41 down in this one. And even they'll believe in themselves.
Here's a go.
Go the whole way here.
Cripps.
Run it in.
Hill. He needs to kick this. There's no one ahead of him. Needs to be clever. Outside of the boot. Dalziel. It eludes him. He gathers. He goes. And that could be massive. Straight through Sinclair's hands. Corns tried to rush it through. Lobe. O'Shea. Dangerous. Stevenson put his body on the line. Butler came hard. Umpires put the whistle away. Wingard. Cox wrapped him up.
Good footy.
Flicks out the hand. What a leave it. And Need. Oh! Open space. Little man. Oh, boy, was that
Here he goes.
Can he finish it? A couple of bounces. The crowd's on their feet. Can he find Robbie Gray? Puts it inside 50. Gray, a sidestep. Hands it over. Angus Montfries. Listen to the roar.
What a game.
What a game. Go to the West Coast to hit the front at one end, and then the answer at the other end. There's some really big contests in the defensive 50 for Port Adelaide. They went short to one-on-ones, had to be won. And this man, in the second half, he just finds a way to light the crowd up.
Freak.
Absolute, got that X factor, got the speed, makes decisions, the right decisions. That's a really good kick. Was just short. Robbie Gray, great to see him playing so well in his second game back after the ACL.
Montfries just as good. Boak pokes it inside 50 to Westhoff. There's a whistle behind play.
Free kick for Port Adelaide. Angus Montfries will take the kick. He's just going to find a target here, Dwayne. He's going to get the ball, get back quickly and show some composure here.
Westhoff wants it deep.
Hasn't been his night, Westhoff. Ball to the back. Oh, that might roll all the way home. Has anyone touched it?
No.
Has anyone touched it?
Eddie did say it. I believe it's a goal, but you can check the vision. I
wasn't touched.
Yeah, the boundary umpire thought it was, though.
So you're going to take the boundary umpire's interpretation rather than the goal umpire's?
No, I'm not saying I'll take either, but that's what they're saying.
That's inconclusive, that angle.
That's touched.
Yeah, it's touched by thumb. Justin Westhoff's thumb.
Found it intriguing, though. The goal umpire was overruled by the boundary umpire, though. Last one coming.
Well, Dwayne, you spoke about the crowd. Spoke about the crowd down here before. It is completely erupting, and they're absolutely filthy on that decision. I was actually hoping it'd go through because they would have lifted, if there was a roof, they would have lifted it off.
A right decision. That's a behind.
That's what it's there for.
Yep, absolutely.
Over the top. One last twist and turn, perhaps left. Kennedy, the spear pass.
Now he's missed these in the second turn. He missed 2 right of screen.
Could we have a draw, Lynchy?
We could. We could.
If you were going to put it in someone's hands, he'd be in the top couple at West Coast, I would have thought.
You can hear the boos. The crowd takes a breath. A win or a loss could be in his hands.
Oh, it's a floater.
Oh, no.
It's a flat footy. It's amazing, West Coast, who do use the ball well. They've got so many good shots at goal, but they've just sprayed them all over the place.
A lot of time left, though, and they're 1 kick from the lead now. 5-point game. Selwood takes it to the line.
They've got to flood back Port Adelaide. They need to flood players behind the ball, behind the play. We saw Richmond not do it last night under pressure. Port probably haven't practiced it because they probably didn't think they were going to be in the position.
This is top shelf.
Oh, free kick.
Oh, there it is.
Port ball. Will he go for it? Will he kick it backwards or go forward?
I'm tipping he's going to have cramp, Dwayne.
It's a ruckman.
He's
No
allowed to
disrespect.
take his 30 seconds.
He's got to get it long. Long
Kick
towards
this
the
as close
boundary.
to the
He's gotta
boundary
go
as you
broad
can,
bit.
Richie.
Long.
He might go for goal.
Oh, he's kicked out the
no.
full.
That was the worst of all possible options.
That's a handover.
Push back. They've got to flood.
West Coast Eagles have 31 seconds to kick a goal.
Broadbent spare behind the ball. So that means West Coast have got a free on the ball somewhere.
Hearn to Kennedy.
They've got to
Coast to
find him.
coast.
There he is. There's the spare.
This game is something out of the box. The crowd are in
Westhoff.
full voice. Westhoff, this is the game.
There it is.
There it is.
What an outstanding win.
This is unbelievable.
They came from 41 points down, Port Adelaide. If you didn't believe before,
man's
you've
got
got to believe now.
Kane's got the ball in his 250th.
Got the ball in his hand.
If they have 30 here tonight, Dwayne, they might have 50 at their next home game. Well done, Port Adelaide.
How good's that? They were absolutely belted off the park in the first half.
That's the Port Adelaide of old that we haven't seen for 5 years, Dwayne. Guts, determination, never give up. This is Port Adelaide. This is what people love or hate about Port Adelaide. They're competitive, and they just ran all over them tonight.
They find a way, don't they?
Whatever they paid for Darren Burgess, Dwayne, they could double it in his next contract because he has had an enormous impact on this footy club. So's Ken Hinkley, so's Koshy, so's a number of people, but Darren Burgess has this side super fit.
Ken Hinkley, undefeated as a coach. And he is up with the best of them at the top of the ladder right now. Let's head downstairs. Cameron Mooney, let's soak it in.